Obviously, like you, this game immediately piqued my interest because it was very much like Frostpunk. Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and a demo for this game, DarkSwitch, was just announced via Gamescom and is now available for everybody to download and try. Today I'm going to be taking my first look at this game. We're going to see what it's all about. A game that seems to have a little sprinkling of the Lord of the Rings in there, as well as, of course, Frostpunk, with the deadly danger here being a shroud or a fog instead of, well, brutal cold. It's going to be interesting to see more games come along to try to take on Frostpunk, and I really hope there are more challengers because it's a great little genre of unique city builder, a survival city builder. Frostpunk was, and it's great to see other games trying to attempt to try to do things that maybe Frostpunk and also This War of Mine did, and even the makers of Frostpunk, 11-Bit Studios, tried to do that when they made their newest game, The Altars, with the whole management of a base and you know, trying to make enough food and whatnot. It's always a challenge in Frostpunk to do that, always a challenge in This War of Mine to do that, but DarkSwitch is a game that I think will, you know, pardon the pun, switch things up a little bit. We see there at the bottom of the screen a little bit of a robot, so there is some automation in this game just like in Frostpunk 2, although I'm not exactly sure if this is kind of more steampunky or more like fantasy. I'm guessing it has a little bit of mysticism to it, a little magic, but that's fine because that makes every game special when a few things aren't really exactly explained. Anyway, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you turn on that notification bell and hit that like button as we rocket towards 2 million subscribers. We're getting there, and I want to thank you all for joining me on the journey. So without further ado, let's take our first look at DarkSwitch. Oh, and by the way, the link for this one's down below in the description if you want to play yourself. Okay, let's go.
Violent shroud surges began ravaging our world. They overwhelmed and engulfed everything in their path. And with the fog came horrors beyond comprehension. That is why, by the personal decree of Archon Valfides, we founded the settlement we call Elloran. Here, we conduct vital research and study the Shroud's nature, to uncover its secrets and to forge weapons against this unrelenting threat.
All right, so we're at a research station or something like that. Okay, this load screen is outstanding. This looks beautiful. Kind of reminds me of a pre-rendered like Final Fantasy PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 game, but also reminds me a bit of Farthest Frontier. I love the gritty look of things, and I hope it continues into the game. Wow, where these characters instantly remind me of something from Lord of the Rings for sure. Let's see, Toilers Chief Mathan, Master Etenarch. The postal bird has brought ill tidings. The bureaucrats of Sorago write that food shipments from the capital shall cease. Furthermore, they demand that we send a report of our activities here. Okay, so I must say that this also kind of gives me maybe Against the Storm vibes too. Kind of the weird like expedition getting supplies from the maybe the kingdom or whatnot type deal. It looks like Archon, oh boy, okay, I'm gonna butcher all these names, so there's your Lord of the Rings-ness to it. I'm not gonna nail any of these, so don't even get excited. Valfides is having trouble in the capital. He's rapidly losing the council's support, and now let's review our stockpiles. How long do we have? 3 days. We've only got food for 3 days, master. Yes, for a long time our outpost survived solely on provisions from the metropolis. It seemed the time has come to fend for ourselves. There are mushrooms growing on the tree just above the platform. Hypolemia, oh god. Poor man's supper indeed, yet a better than an empty belly when winter comes. Right, okay, gee, okay, this is gonna be brutal. Get voice actors, Dev, that would be cool. But it does have that Frostpunk vibe of having to read to yourself and kind of create your own character's voices. Welcome to DarkSwitch. To make your journey through the lands and air currents of Naya not only interesting but comfortable, we have prepared descriptions of important elements of the game's interface for you. Would you like to go through the tutorials? Hell yes, we would. Let's see, main menu with the escape key, okay. Oh, good, we're gonna go through a tutorial by step-by-step learning. Oh, there's the mushrooms right there, I believe. I can see them growing right there. Okay, so that's where our food source is gonna come from. So they set up a little platform on this gigantic tree in the middle of nowhere. So the intro was kind of vague, but I guess this is like a research center slash university or whatever to Study the shroud. I think this button down here might lock to the tree. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Looks like the tree has some sort of something going on with it, and there's even some stuff up here at the top. But I do like how they've already built some kind of bridges and platforms around the tree, so we can build all on the tree and on the ground as well. So let's go ahead and do as they say first, and start gathering some mushrooms then. Most buildings require assigning workers shifts. Oh, we have a day and a night shift. Okay. All right. So the day shift is from 8 to 20, and the night shift is from 20 to 8. Okay. So we can only have people work up until 20, and then there's a 4-hour off period. Well, actually, up until 8 the next day. All right. So there's efficiency panels and whatnot here too. Okay, very nice. And then workers are divided into 3 classes: laborers, artisans, and rangers. Now that's interesting. That again is just like Against the Storm, but also a little bit like Anno, although I assume that people probably can live anywhere, but will only be able to work at a certain job if they have the know-how. Obviously, an artisan probably not able to do like blacksmithing or something. All right, this main building looks cool. Definitely giving me some elven vibes for sure. Okay, we need to assign people to do food. Food is important, so let's go max on that one. What the hell was that? Collect food from the mushroom patch. Okay, so now we got to gather up 10 of those. I'm assuming next we're probably going to cook the food. If it's anything like Frostpunk, this is going to be, yep, raw food, and then that's rations there, yep. Looks like we also have wood, wooden planks, coal, and then again, raw food and rations. Then we have gas, gasoline, okay. Metal, steel, solar, and crystals, okay. So it does look like there's gasoline, so that may explain the bot that we saw before. It could be a, not necessarily steampunk, but diesel punk type game with a little bit of fantasy woven in. You can kind of, I don't know, I get a vibe of that with all this elven, you know, beautiful woodworking everywhere. Edible mushrooms. These mushrooms taste like feet and smell of rot. Thankfully, they're hardy and can grow quickly. Not enough to feed the settlement, but enough to delay starvation. Usually such mushrooms are the food of beggars and eternally hungry teenage urchins, and when the order to get them comes from the urchins, it's considered a bad sign. Okay. Or wait, Antronach? Oh, whatever. No time for pickiness, people. Artisan head Helga. Tessa, you may be... Okay, I guess this is leader now? Alright, so we're the leader. But what in light's name are you doing? What exactly are you referring to? The mushrooms? We have no food shipments left, so now 3 toilers writhe with gut rot, and 1 nearly died. And it's only going to get worse. What were you thinking, Tessin? About grow stages and nutrient solutions? Did anything that I taught you matter to you? Order kitchen to be built at once. And the healing chambers, we have sick people, and judging by your start, we'll have more. Helga, we can't build anything here. It's just indigestion. Some good food will solve it. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to open the build menu, and we'll be able to hover over an image to see what's required to build a recipe. And then there are areas where we can and can't build. And yeah, so it looks like we can build around the tree like the generator in Frostpunk. So kind of cool that we're not building necessarily out, but sometimes up too. That's kind of neat. Really like that. Okay, left mouse button to build. Yep, all right, we got it. So we're going to go with the cookery. So we can build that up here. Or anywhere on the tree where they seem to have like elevators or lifts. And maybe piping systems for energy. Or we could build it all the way at the bottom if we want to. Let's go ahead and see if we can put it near the mushroom thing already. We'll put it over here just to see what it looks like to build it off to the side. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, so builders will come over right away. Love the detailing on the woods. The buildings really do look good. Although I will say that the music of just kind of a piano with no strings is not doing the game any favors. You can't nail what the Polish have been able to nail with the existential dread of Frostpunk, with the 11-bit studios, and also the composer trying to work together to really do some incredible things in that game. The piano is kind of giving me some mystery vibes like in the game Gourd, but this is different. Outpost Ignalis has fallen. 3 red signals from the northeast at once. We never thought this signal would be needed, as it means the neighboring outpost Ignalis has fallen. Right now, we can't help them. The ruins where Ignalis stood are 5 days' march away. Even if we send ragers after fighting through the fog, thick with shroud spawn and ancient relics, they'd be the ones needing rescue. Elrond has a mission, and it comes before anything else. Alas, it's every man for himself. Oh, now there's going to be panic. So this is kind of like when people find out the other city has fallen in Frostpunk. Oh, that's not going to be good. Ranger Commander Radomir. Our crew is terrified. They don't know what happened to Ignalis or what awaits us. Maybe some made it out alive. Survivors reaching our gates may bring answers. Unlikely. Even if they do, the long journey through the fog drives the unprepared minds to madness. Elrond must fortify. We can't keep sleeping in tents. We need proper housing for ourselves and anyone who might fight their way through the fog. You actually want to let them inside? You want these madmen to burn half of Elrond while the other half flees in terror? Well, we'll try to help everyone who succeeds. If it does not harm research, in any case, it is necessary to strengthen the settlement. Well then, keep this in mind when placing a building. The architects will show you a model with all possible extensions, but only the main building will be constructed. Look and learn. Whether to plan with room for future upgrades or to build compactly, it's entirely up to you. Yes, any other pearls of wisdom? Don't build anything near the council chamber unless you want to demolish it later. Oh, really? Okay. Council chamber, I think, was this building here. So the only thing that's been built here is the mushroom thing that we started with. Fear! Oh, we need to start worrying about that in the upper right corner. Okay, so that's like hope and hopelessness. What was it? Morale and hope or something in Frostpunk 1? Forget what it was, but... Alright, so now we need to create hot foods. We need a cookery, and then we need housing for everyone. So we need to gather wood from resource piles. Okay, so there's some resource piles there, I'm guessing. I mean, they look like resource piles, so let's click on those. And we'll add max and max. So I guess the 2 out of 4 means that people are working the day shift, but not the night shift. Also, it looks like we're on ×1 speed, but people are moving very quickly. We have 2 out of 7 homes built. Let's go ahead and do the cookery. After all, we'll need more food then. Okay, so let's wait for them to gather a few things. And we have nobody... Oh, actually, we did build the cookery, but we need to build more homes, so that'll be a necessary thing next. We'll go ahead and max out on the food production, I guess. If we're going to have other survivors coming, they might immediately be hungry, so let's definitely make sure we prepare for that. Is that more mushrooms there? So we might be able to make a factory or something there, a farm, gathering post, something like that. Maybe there's other things the mushrooms could be used for. Looks like there's other sources on the tree of all sorts of different weird stuff. Cool looking tree though. Okay, so we're producing rations at the cookery, and we're now gathering all the resources we can. 31 out of 100. Each home costs us 20. So we could build these down here. Oh, there's the room to expand that she mentioned. So houses can be expanded upon. Can we do that on the tree? Yeah, it looks like we can do that on the tree too. Okay. I guess we'll build our first house here with room to expand on left and right sides. And I guess these are elevator systems for people to go up and down. Kind of reminds me of Myst. Let's see, Tessin. We've used too much wood for our construction. At this rate, available stocks won't be enough. We'll have to take another risk. Descend and harvest timber. What about secrecy? If we're unlucky enough to encounter Sarago's aerial patrol, we've avoided this as long as possible, but now we have no choice. Elrond needs resources. And then we should explore the lakeshore. Maybe we'll find a suitable spot as a fishing pier. Oh, nice. More food. We can't survive on mushrooms much longer. You're right. Proceed. Okay, so now we're going to add food and fuel, basically. All right. Get to the ground. Form a squad of rangers in the scout base and explore 2 locations on the map. Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh, yeah. This is just like Frostpunk. Clicking the plus to add people to the scout team. Very nice. Scouts are different from other working residents. Yeah, we'll probably deploy them to the world map. To send scouts to an area, select the desired point of interest and press the button with the image of a leg. Okay. All right, well, let's assemble a team then. It looks like they'll be ready in 23 minutes. Looks like people are running down there. Okay, so they need a little training. Extensions. A smaller silhouette next to a building is possible extension. Right. So that means this house can be expanded upon. Maybe. Development. Ah, there we go. Oh, forest house into a forest residence. Ah. But I don't see an immediate thing for an upgrade, although this is called a level 1 home, so perhaps there's some things that could be upgraded on it to make it more, I don't know, fuel efficient, or maybe defenses will be a thing. Let's go ahead and build that there. And it looks like we could build one more. So we're at 2 out of 7, right? When we started? So now we're at 3 out of 7, 4, 5, and then maybe I'll just add more here. Looks like a lot of good room there to add on to. Okay, are those people ready? Scout team, scout groups 1 out of 1 we can only have. Okay, let's go left. Let's see, scout team is ready. Okay. Explore the shore, go for it. Okay, so they're on their way. All right, so the world, I guess, is kind of around us. So if we click this, we can see a little bit further away. So I guess this is supposed to be a longer distance away. Oh, this might be the other trees where they said that they had fallen. So these look incredibly close, but this might just be, you know, as they mentioned, 5 days away walking. And I see there seems to be like thunder or red explosions everywhere. Okay. We'll have to see what that means later on. Looks like they're already exploring the shore on the left side, so we'll wait until they're done with that. And can we continue building houses? Would be a wise idea. I don't know if there's any bonus for stacking these together too. It would be kind of cool if there was some sort of a, you know, neighborhood bonus or something, or efficiency or synergy bonus for having everybody live near each other, or maybe have these houses living near like an industry. But in Frostpunk, it wasn't really it didn't really matter too much where you put things, other than where, you know, like if you built a house, a neighborhood near a factory really didn't affect it. But if you built a neighborhood near like a fighting cage or a medical bay, that might be a better thing, especially when you're using heating. Explore the shore. One ranger admitted fishing at this bend during patrols. The bank slopes gently and the ground firm. There's plenty of fish. Good news for Aileron. Looks like we've also discovered a mining zone nearby. Some buildings can only be builded on certain surfaces. Okay. Polish detected. Fisherman's shed can only be built on the bank of a river. Okay. All right, Radomir. Master, good news. Scouts confirm the lakeshore has gentle slopes and firm ground perfect for a fishing pier. Excellent. Proper meals at last. Begin construction when ready. Can't wait. Fried fish beats the foul raw mushrooms any day. Good. All right, let's finish those houses then. So we're at 6 out of 7. So let's build one more. Nice little stack there, I guess. And build a fisherman's shed. So that's under food production. And we'll need 50 wood for that. So I guess we should send the scout team over here to go get wood. Oh, they're returning now. So they were on their expedition, and now they're returning from it. And we're going to ask them to explore the woods. Okay. So the next goal, explore 2 locations on the map, which we're working on, and building a fisherman's shed, which hopefully will be... Uh-oh. The hell's that mean? So that is nighttime? Buildings with no workers, 1. That's fine. Physically ill, 4. They told us we would need to remedy that later. Scouting party is ready. Okay. So I guess they have to come back and maybe recover from their adventure. All right, now they're going to go over here to the woods. So hopefully that will get us additional lumber. And speaking of lumber, we need 50 for the other shed. Oh, I should have assigned people for the night shift then, for the resource hut. Doing this kind of also reminds me of another great game called The Last Train Home, which has to do with Czechoslovak legionnaires going east into Civil War Russia before they became like the Soviet Union. And there's a lot of management that has to do with Frostpunk 2. There's a lot of games that tried this formula and I think really did succeed. Last Train Home being very interesting because it's not necessarily a stationary base or one that you're building in all the time, but your base is going with you. Very cool game. Very unique. Okay, I hear a lot of like scary noises, but I don't see any threats out there for us at the moment. And this is almost done. These trees are suitable for construction and raw materials. Pity the great tree's branches wither without solar coursing through them. We've also discovered another mining zone. Okay. Scouts report a location is ideal for a lumberjack post. Good. Will be more visible from the air, but there's no helping it. Begin construction. Remember this, workers are more productive when they don't have to haul timbers on their backs. Build a storage shed right next to this site, and you'll see efficiency double. Construct the shed adjacent to the camp. Okay. Then we'll focus on that then. Everything we do build will require wood, so that does make sense. So it looks like there's a number then associated with that. So the number of trees that we kind of select will be the maximum that we can cut down. 1840 seems huge. Let's go with that. All right. Oh, they're telling us warehouse construction. After building a new warehouse, you must choose the resources that will be stored in it. Yeah, that was a Frostpunk thing too. They store 200 units of the selected resource. Okay. Also looks like there's chains of resources that can be connected via warehouse too. Okay. So how much is a warehouse? It's going to be 50. How much is a house? 20. And how much is the fisherman shed? 50. Okay. Looks like we're about halfway through now. Let's go ahead and speed up because there's really not much going on at night. Other than that, I think we're gathering resources still. Scouting party's ready again. Oh, there's resources here. Put a nighttime team on that. And scouts, I don't see anywhere else I could send them at the moment. It did say there was a mine that we discovered, but I don't see a location out there to click on at the moment. It may be tied to the story. Actually, let's go into the free look mode there. I think that other mode, snapping it to the tree, is very good for building on the tree, but here, again, they've done a great job, I think, of blending the main base to the world. I like that. I like how they've done that. Okay, we're gonna need a lot of people cutting down trees. Path to the job site. Residents get to their places of work on foot till they reach the building. They do not participate in its work. Oh, really? Well, now we know. If you build houses in which residents sleep and kitchens in which they eat near the remote workplaces, you'll significantly increase output of buildings. Well, in retrospect, now that's kind of cool. Build a neighborhood and a kitchen near like a lumber mill, and that's like going to be 12 people or whatever employed and well fed and don't have to go very far. That's cool. You can also configure the loot zone for a building. Oh, great. Okay. So commute is incredibly important here. All right. Well, now we know that. And we can also adjust the shift hours too. Now, how do we adjust that that work zone? We can demolish the building there. There's the radius there. Development. So this building could be upgraded to a chop shop. And we can set the radius. It was 1840 before. I think it was just fine where it was. But that is cool. Okay, so a few things that we've learned now is that a building's radius could be adjusted, and wherever we build it's going to be important. So probably wise for us to build future homes down here, although it might be a little more difficult to assign, find a way to assign a particular person to a particular job if they're living next to that job. There could be some difficulty in that. We'll see how it all is set up. Okay, let's see. The daytime shift starts at 8. It's almost 5 now. And we've got plenty of wood for something else. Oh, wait. Radomir. We spotted a smoke signal beyond the nearby forest. It's gone now. Probably a flare burned out. A flare? You're saying there's people on the ground below near Eleron? No, I'd say someone dropped a cargo from a Skywalker. I don't understand. Who would and why? Oh, Tess, have you forgotten? We're expecting a supply Skywalker today. It should have arrived by now. The captain probably received Sarago's message, same as us. They couldn't disobey, so they turned back. At least they jettisoned our supplies nearby. I'll send scouts to verify Helga's theory. Yes, of course. Proceed. Alright. So this is a Skywalker thing. Okay. Ooh, that's a giant skeleton. This could be like a flying vehicle or something. This group is ready, but they require 5 rations. Okay, so we need more food before we do that. I guess we don't have a nighttime shift for food production. So let's max that out too. Yeah, we should always be making food. It's a wise idea, I think. And maybe the same with mushrooms. Full day and full night production now. And speaking of which, too, we could also do the fisherman's hut. Okay, we got enough food. Let's send them out on their way. And the fisherman's hut's another thing, too, where this is really feeling like building outposts in Frostpunk, where you would build like the lumber mill or like a fishing camp or something. Incorrect soil type? What'd I do? Oh, they made me seem like I was going to jail. Oh, there we go. But anyway, yeah, we'll build that there. Scouts are taking care of things. I think that just meant it was the end of night. Alright, we'll get people working day and night there. So yeah, day and night for wood to do construction, day and night for food to keep everybody alive. Seems to be quite a good thing. The artwork here is gorgeous. That painting on the right side or whatever that is really nicely done. Drop site. Helga was right. This is expected supply shipment. There's even a note wishing us success. Fulfidus people remain fiercely loyal to him. We gained 35 steel, 45 rations, 100 wood planks, 30 gasoline, and 50 solar. Nice. Oh, you've received an advanced a shipment of advanced materials, steel. Okay. Well, that's going to be like steam cores, maybe. All right, set a harvesting zone, build a warehouse, and assign stored resource. Right, let's continue to do that. And a warehouse is 50, we're at 14. Should have people gathering those resources day and night too. What is this? It's a symbol above this building, but I'm not sure what that means. No items from work mode, okay. So it probably means we're just short on some food. I'll leave it fully stocked for now, though, because we might bring back, well, the fish, maybe. Will be something to worry about next. Ah, they're here. The refugees from Ignalis. I was right. People could barely stand on their feet, and it's astonishing that they managed to make it this far. No one can properly explain what happened. Some speak of settlers suddenly attacking each other, others about waves of fog swallowing entire patrols whole. There are many wounded among the arrivals, but even more madmen. Bound lunatics drool, crackle wildly, and babble incoherent words. The fog has consumed their minds. We've seen this before. Offer them shelter. They need help. Now let's do it. We're going to need a lot of workers. The refugees from Ignalis climb our trees, some with eyes full of joyous tears, some visibly relieved, some with forced calmness. It's clear now that those who remained sane are much fewer than it first seemed. Hunger. When a resident goes too long without food, they become hungry. Yeah, eventually they'll starve, of course. After 24 hours or more without food, they will die. Well. Okay, we got food types, of course, of rations and all. Oh, and here comes that group of people. Slow that down a little bit. Okay, so they're coming in. And that's just fine, because I could probably build another mushroom thing. Maybe not yet. Oh, no, not yet. Oh, healing quarters. We should probably build one of those, too. Now, what they mentioned before about the whole synergy thing and building near things, let's build... If people get sick, they might go home, and if they are home, it's probably a good idea to keep a healer near them. This is cool. This will bring up all sorts of different ways to build stuff that we haven't built before in a game like this. I only hope we don't live to regret this choice. Your choice, yours alone. You're the leader now. No longer a master researcher. The Archon's final decree named you leader. Get used to making hard decisions and their consequences. Then here's my next decree. We will build healing chambers. We've made breakthroughs, but several craftsmen suffered burns. What do I see? Our esteemed leader finally heeding his former mentor. I always knew we needed infirmaries. We just couldn't afford them while we were in hiding. But for now, fine, you're right. Okay. Alright, more wood is needed. Well, we got the lumber mill there churning away. So I went for the infirmary first. 50 wooden planks, though. Is that different than what we need for the warehouse? Oh, yeah, okay. So logs there. So I guess we'll put this up here. Oh, next door. Okay. So we'll put the warehouse there and store all of our wood down there. Well, at least our sick will be happy. Don't be so certain. They're expected to return home to Sarago in the next Skywalker as their rotation was completed. How complicated. I hope at least you personally select staff for the halls of healing. I'll pick them, but if you need to approve the shifts, don't shrink your duties. After that, all you have to do is wait for the healers to do their job, and if that doesn't happen, then it means you forgot something. I think I like being a simple researcher more. Yep, let's do maximum day and night shift too. Wait until the sick are healed. Assign stored resources. Build a warehouse. Set a harvesting zone. Apparently I did not do that. But I guess they wanted me to do this. There we go. We'll just put it right back where it was. They just wanted me to do that to teach myself how to move the radius. Not a biggie. Building construction is underway. Good. 4 out of 4 builders. I guess it'll take them a while to walk there. Same with the fishing hut, but we have to go to those resources. Seems like we could have also built maybe a fishing hut here, but I guess it's all determined by the body of water. How much water is there equals how much fish you'll get. Let's see. Homelessness 5. Okay, we'll have to work on that. Now, how do we exactly do that? I know it told us, but I feel like it should just be plain and simple to just build another house there. Maybe I was like screaming. I'll build over on this side. Maybe right here. Yeah, but I won't be able to build on either side there. That's okay. It's gonna be kind of hard to put everything down, but I'll build one more house. All right, let's assign a resource of wood. So I guess we'll go with regular old wood there. And now we just wait for the sick to be healed. And we're dealing with 1 hungry, 5 mentally ill, severely physically ill. Oh boy. Well, luckily we got the healing huts going. Day and night shifts. Oh, research will be required for that. Do we have a research tree? That'll probably become unlocked over time. Also, I've noticed over on this left side we've got a 1, 2, all the way up to 12. So maybe that's seasons or months in a year? Not sure. Gonna go ahead and build another couple of houses though. Okay, let's speed up time. We'll go to the tier 2 speed. The Ranger Commander again. Master, the toilers on the ground report headaches and night terrors. Those working near fog banks hear whispers and moans. Fog grows restless. Thankfully, the daylight continues to tame it very well. Light the flame guards near the buildings. They'll guard our people at night. I'll assign a few rangers to tend to the flame guards. They'll keep it burning throughout the night and see to it that no fire burns needlessly by day. Thank you. Your brave ones are best suited for this. Burn bright. Lead the way. Light the way. What should we do with the insane? Send the mad ones to the healing quarters. They're insane, not criminals. Drive them from the settlement. We'll provide medical care only for citizens. A couple of insane refugees managed to break free. They shouted that the darkness had crawled into their guts and stirred there, and only the fire could purge them. They tried to set themselves on fire and burnt down one of the buildings. Oh no. Let's send them to the healing quarters. Let's try to save them. Get well. Now, did the building seriously burn down? Or was it just saying that? Well, I don't see anything burned down, but... set up 2 flame guards, okay. So I guess flame guards will keep all the fog away. Ooh, what's going on down here? That must be the scary fog they were talking about before. Settlement has no fear. Fear's at 24% though. Okay, well, we're gonna need more wood to do that. So flame guard is at 30. I see 0 to 6. Oh, people are arriving there for work. So we need 30. Okay. Oh, what is here? Platforms and ground. Oh, that's cool. It tells you where it can be built. So a lumberjack hut, yeah, makes sense. Can only be built on the ground unless we start cutting the tree down. Oh, maybe I'm going insane too. 35 on the wood. We need 50 though. 30. No, we only needed 30. Okay, so this seems to have an area of effect. Well, I definitely want the lumberjack to continue working. Let's put that there. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we'll see. I don't know. Speed up time is 3. Oh, there is a burnt building there. Okay, but it's just called burnt building level 1. So is it just like decoration? Building contamination. Fog surrounding the tree creeps closer, receding only by dawn. Oh god. Okay, so that's why those troops are going to be necessary then to keep the fog away. So we need somebody at nighttime to keep the fog away, and then somebody at day to put those torches away. So this seems to be like one of those, yeah, that's like a heating hub from FROSTPUNK. We're just keeping the cold away, in this case the fog. And it looks like the light is working, so I guess it'll cleanse that building soon enough. We might need one for the fisherman's hut too. 10 people are hungry. There was people starving before, I think, so I think we're slowly feeding everyone. A flame more terrible than the fog. The Luminarchy. Even the name makes many go pale and tremble with fear. With the fire and sword, the Luminarchs spread the word of light to the farthest outpost. They must seek out punishment and punish heretics wherever they may be. Why are they here? Let them look around, but don't let them look up. Well, good luck with that. He walks forward to greet them who step off the Skywalker like they own the place. He bows in respect. Their commander strides towards him, gives him a curt nod, and extends a hand covering Tessin with the light. We greet the servants of the light. Let's see. Legatus has come by decree of the Supreme Illuminator. 3 signals in the sky. We've answered the call and we found a ruined settlement. Oh. We suspect a fog-worshipping cult we've been pursuing in the Forsaken Lands. We've hunted down most, if not all of them. Are you harboring any? Here's the writ of credence from the previous bro, my guy. We operate under his personal protection. Your authority here, the Luminarchy, answers only to the eternal light, and you bear no resemblance to its incarnation. I'm the leader of the settlement, and I believe even you would find any conflict with the Archon costly. With or without your permission, we do what must be done. Every resident of this settlement shall be tested with the medicine of truth. The will of light shall be fulfilled at any cost. Well, it seems like they were going to do whatever the hell they wanted no matter what. My options were either to say no, in which they would probably force them their way through, and if I said yes, they're going to do what they're doing now. Alright, another day is ending. A flame more terrible than fog. For hours, the Luminarchs remained inactive, but then they began detaining the inhabitants one by one, leading them aboard their Skywalker for interrogation. Many were tortured. Wow. Resistance was futile, and should the Luminarchs signal for reinforcements, incinerator cruisers would reduce the outpost to ashes within days. Their only hope was that none among the crew would break and reveal their true purpose here. Few thankfully knew the whole truth. We must keep the secret. Oh damn, they took a bunch of people away. Well, they look like skulls, but alright, I guess they're bringing people for questioning somewhere else? Or maybe they did kill them. Oof. Well, less mouths to feed, but still gotta deal with that burnt building. We'll work that day and night. Maybe we'll get some wood back and build something else. Okay, so we've lost some people then. So I guess we might have to reassign some of the shifts. Oh yeah, 6 out of 8. Oh boy. Oh, there's another scout location over there. Let's go for it. A fugitive camp. Oh boy. What could await us over there? Fugitives, I bet. Okay, let's see. Scouts are on their way. I like the banners here too. A nice looking star. Pretty neat. Pretty cool, I guess. Maybe it's the sun. Fear level is low. I mean, 34% is not great. It's not terrible. But yeah, I'll take it. All right, set up 2 flame guards. Oh, do I have to build something in addition to this? Oh, they want me to build another one. Yes. So we built one. I should build the other one over here. I guess we'll put it right there. Put her there, pal. All right, so one's for the warehouse and the lumber mill. Okay, so a lot of people were basically just kidnapped by these crazy people. Well, I guess now that we have less people, I'll focus a little less on the food then. But then I'll put people back in the infirmary. Oh, they're releasing residents now. Oh, they're coming back. Fugitive camp. The refugees are reluctant to speak with the rangers after what happened. They fear heading towards Eleron. To them, setting foot on the tree seems even more dangerous than staying put and breathing the fog. Luckily, the Shroud has not yet claimed their souls, and they allowed themselves to be persuaded. Oh, good. I think we're going to need all the people we can get. We're gaining, then we're losing. We're losing and gaining. Alright, well, I'm going back to the food then. If we're getting more people, I'm putting them on food. Just makes sense. Well, I really hope this music changes in the future. It's got a good pace to it, but I want more desperation. The fires are lit. A warm light of the flame guards brings comfort. At night, people feel much calmer. Maddening whispers emanating from the shroud are no longer heard. Through the nights are growing darker. Okay, we'll assign a day and night shift there. Oh, and fear went down from 34 to 24, so completing those goals is good overall. Now, are those people's Skywalker around here? Nah, I don't see any vehicles or anything. Burnt buildings 1. Wait, 2, 3. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, are they interrogating people or what's happening? It just says disabled. Storage limits being exceeded. Scout base where groups have no missions 1. I don't think we do any more scouting. Oh, we should probably store food then. Maybe we could store fish or food down here. It's a good idea. Although I think it'd be best to store all of our valuables, like, well, our people, our hospitals, our food, storage and whatnot, all on the tree. And basically consider the tree as like being inside of a castle wall. Everything else outside could just be related to food and wood gathering, because we got to go to those resources to get them. Now people are hungry again, and trauma. Okay. Probably from all of what those guys did to them. A lot of people were fishing though, that's crazy. So I guess that'll probably be considered raw food. Oh yeah, there it is. We got 100 raw food, yeah. So we certainly aren't starving, that's for sure. So 1 storage for raw food and 1 for regular food. Maybe we should put that up here. Honestly, I wouldn't mind putting that up there on the big old patio we built of our big old research center, for sure. Well, my initial thoughts here are that this is pretty unique, pretty good. There's certainly a lot of lore, and I've got to play it some more to really understand what's going to be happening here in the story. But I like what's being built for us right now. We've got this kind of like what seems to be like the Inquisition slash like I don't know, people looking for Jedi, like the sisters or whatever from Star Wars. But then of course we've got the fog out there too, drawing closer and people being made insane by that, but then also really interesting locations to go explore. Like this seems to be a swamp with swamp gases, and we've got other types of fog and lights and stuff to protect ourselves. So a much different journey, feeling a little bit more like Gourd in a way, with all the dangers around us, but also very much Frostpunk 2 with the tree. I like what I saw when I first saw this game, and it absolutely made me very interested in seeing this and other games that would attempt to do that. And so I hope to see many more games like this in the future, honestly. All right, guys, well, that's all the time we have for this one here today. Check out the link down below in the description if you'd like to play it for yourself. And I'm not sure about a release date or anything like that, but it certainly would be cool to see more of this one. So if you'd like to see more, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, become a member today if you haven't to. It'd be awesome to have you as a member. So smack join and let me know you're new around here, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.